Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim HaKadosh. This lesson is going to be titled, Yahweh Controls All. And by all, I mean everything in this world, everything that's going on each and every day. Every single thing is guided by the Lord's hand. Whether it's storms, earthquakes, disasters, prosperity, or destruction, everything is done by the Lord. And it's already been chosen to happen. Things are just falling into place where they should be, like a movie. You just have to act your role out. But the Lord has already created a script. And so, we have to keep moving forward with the script. It's like it. But let me just start off at Job 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. So pretty much, the Lord can choose who he wants to bring in or who doesn't want to bring in. And choose who even the deceivers are. To deceive even some of the prophets, some false prophets, really. That's who was going to fall. Because the Lord knows who the true prophets are among the prophets. Because, there's a couple of bug out ones in between. But the Lord can see all that. And the Lord's going to sow or reap all the false prophets out. So that way all the remaining are the true elect. Because the elect are going to endure to the end. Well, 2/3, they're not going to endure. They're going to give up, sell out, try to be part of this world. That's their mindset you're going to do. So, like I said, the Lord is in control of everything. Whether you want it to or not. You have to accept it. Next, let's go to Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Exactly, man. Let me just NLT 24. The Lord directs our steps. So why try to understand everything along the way? See, the Lord knows exactly what step we're going to step into. So you choosing what you want to do really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because you're really fulfilling what the Lord wants from you. The Lord's pretty much controlling your steps that you're going to take. You think you do, but you think you're taking those steps, but it's really the Lord who's taking those steps for you. Like I said, you have to, walk the path that the Lord has set for you. So you have no control of anything that's going on, man. Anything that's going on in your life or others. So this is what I'm talking about, of how the Lord controls everything. Next, let me get Psalms 135:7. He causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings for the rain. He bringeth the wind out of his treasures. See, controls every single raindrop. Controls every cloud, every, everything, man. Everything. That's what I'm talking about, man. The winds, the fish, the animals, The Lord has set their steps ahead of time. who smote the firstborn of Egypt, both of man and beast, who sent tokens and wonders into the midst of thee, O Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his servants, who smote great nations, and slew mighty kings. See, man? Took down the king of Egypt easily. It was no problem at all for the Lord. Because the Lord is the one who controls who is in rulership. Not people. They don't choose. The people don't choose who to be in rulership. It's the Lord, man. He sets up each and every nation rulership. It all stems from him. See, and let me just back that up. Go to Daniel 2. In the 21. And he changes the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. See, so Yahweh is the one who controls the times, the seasons, the weathers, storms, everything, man. He controls every single person, every single person's steps, what they're going to take, what they're going to do. So anyone who's trying to act like you're in control, you're not, man. You have no control over what you're doing. It's the Lord, man. So you gotta pray that you are of the hopeful elect, man, because we don't know what our steps that we're gonna take. We don't know if we are of the elect. That's why, we gotta keep praying, man, every day, and like it says, put on as the elect. We gotta strive to be as the elect, doing what they're doing. What would the prophets do? Do that. Next, let me get Romans 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, power gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers. Let me just see what that is. Look, okay. Bad character, depravity of heart and life. Okay. 30. Backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. See, you could be doing all of this, and it could be the Lord that's making you do all this when you think about it. I mean, because the Lord is the one who sets our steps, man. That's why we fear the Lord, because we don't know what our next steps are going to be, but the Lord knows, our steps. That's why we gotta pray, man, that we can be sheltered, protected, because He can cause us to, do all this, do all this evil, this wickedness. fall back into the world, man. And we don't want that. Next, we get Job 19:29. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. See? So let me read the NLT. You should fear punishments yourselves, for your attitude deserves punishment. Then you will know that there is indeed a judgment. See, so if you breaking the commandments, then, or not just commandments, but disobeying the Lord, really, the Lord's going to bring, punishments, man, with the sword, which is Esau. That's how he brings you down. Which is what he did to us, man. That's how we're brought in over here to Babylon, through slave ships, or to the natives who are already here. They were enslaved too by Esau, of course, and all the way to down south. But that's because that was a punishment of the sword. The Most High used the sword to judge us. Because like I said, the Lord is in control of everything. And we got judged because we fell away from the Lord. That's why that happened. So, we can't be disobeying the Lord like this. We gotta keep obeying the Lord to our best of our ability. Or the Lord will bring wrath upon us. Using the sword, which is Esau, like I said. So we're all just living by the Lord's mercy, man. You need to keep praying, man. You're protected, sheltered. From this world, from the evils. Next, let me get Ezekiel 37:3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh, thou knowest. See, it's only the Lord who knows who's going to live. We don't know. We don't know if we are the elect. Only the Lord knows who are of the elect, and they're going to be saved and be delivered. Number 4. And he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord, power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. See, so Yahweh chooses to hear whoever hears these words, and chooses whoever is deaf to these words, which is the majority. So we don't even know if we are of the elect, but like I said, we need to pray that we are of the hopeful elect. Because otherwise, if you're not, then you're not going to get no understanding. You're not going to be built up. You're not going to be sincere. You're going to be fake. The Lord can put that spirit on you, man. That's why, like I said, you need to put on as the elect. Next, let me get Deuteronomy 18 and 18. I'll raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee. I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them, that I shall command him. See, the Lord put the words in his mouth, man. It's not by you don't put your words in your own mouth. No, the Lord puts the words in your mouth to speak, to flow with understanding of the scriptures. Everything is through the Lord, man. Number 19. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. Read that in NLT. I will personally deal with anyone who does not listen to the messages the prophets proclaims on my behalf. Exactly, man. You're not listening to this word, then you're gonna be judged by him. You're gonna be judged by the Lord. Because the words that come out of a prophet are the words of the Lord. And that's the type of, guidance that we need. During the hard times that we're coming to. But that was pretty much the lesson. Just to know that the Lord is in control of everything. Whether you get this understanding or not. Whether you are of the elect or you're not. The Lord is in control of every single thing in this world. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Hakodash. And until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.